Why can't I just own slaves?
Jesus, that is literally like the first thing that like gets transmitted across my stream. Like the second that I started is that exact
Oh,
phrase. This is literally
you
the
know,
exact
I
phrase that you.
checked to see if you were logged in. I was like, all right, I guess he's not streaming tonight. And then,
I was
well,
gonna.
anyways, yeah, I mean, why can't I just have slaves? That way I wouldn't have to work. That'd be fucking awesome.
I mean, you could also just have employees and everything, and run your own company, and then I mean,
Yeah, but running a company is a lot of work.
apparently not. I mean, some people are fucking really bad at it, and they get to run companies all the time.
Yeah, I mean, if I wanted to do bottom of the barrel, landscaping is like the easiest thing you can get into because of the low entry cost and low skill level.
Yeah, landscaping's always an option, I guess. But the problem is those tend to be like kind of more saturated, especially
Oh
in the
yeah,
Midwest.
the reason it's rough is because it's so easy to get into that's what a lot of people do, and the profit
Right,
margins are basically next to nothing.
right.
But if you're one man and a couple of mowers, you actually make good money. But once you start, trying to expand, that's when doesn't become profitable.
Well, yeah, because there's just not enough that exactly. There's not enough expansion territory that you're going to be able because you're going to need to take over other territory in some way, shape, or form. And like yes, if you've got like a small niche, you'll probably be fine. But once you get outside of that niche, you're pretty much screwed.
And actually, to be fair, I said low skill level. That's not entirely true. There's doing mowing a lawn well is actually quite an art.
That yeah, that's a good point as well. Like it's not something you can just be like, oh, I just have to run a lawnmower back and forth over stuff and everything will be fine. Like obviously, like there's that's somewhat true in a way, but not entirely. Like it's easy to cut grass. It's much harder to cut grass in a way that is both aesthetically pleasing and like um, is going to make people want to pay you to cut their grass. And what's up,
Yeah,
community?
getting the mower to, you know, go across the lawn without tearing out the grass is actually a skill in itself.
I'm a little bit out of it today. Plus, I'm a little like downish. Just like news that wasn't quite as positive as what I would hope and everything. My father-in-law, my wife Allison or my wife Allie's father and stuff. Like he's his blood work did not come back after his surgery and stuff as positively as we had hoped. So we're
You
kind
don't
of.
want to do command?
Oh yeah, I'll do commands. I'm cool with that.
Oh.
I just haven't clicked anything yet.
Oh, I must have accidentally tapped the random thing.
Maybe I don't know. Here I hit commands. So yeah, no, I mean it's fine. I mean it's still like prognosis is still very, very good. I don't want to make it sound like it's a dire thing, but it's certainly not what we had hoped. Lead enemies, double enemies. No, we're not doing that, Adam. That sounds like a terrible plan. Although if we want our run to go by quickly, that would definitely do it.
Yeah,
To be
you did
fair,
say you want to make it quick, so I popped in monsters gain items between stages.
there we go.
Cool.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's just go with that then. And I'll run Acrid.
Desktop or VR for you?
Desktop.
Okay.
I'm streaming anyway and stuff, and just kind of chilling.
I'm hitting ready.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so I am a little bit like lower energy tonight, I guess. But I also have we've all like me and my daughter have got stuff in the morning and everything. Like my daughter's got to go to a whole camp thing tomorrow and stuff. So I'm like, like prepping myself for a long day tomorrow is essentially like the main thing there.
A low T night, huh?
I don't know if it's low T, but like more of just kind of like, less into like everything for the moment.
Oh shit.
Not a bad night. I mean, in all honesty, I'm alive. Everybody else is. We're doing our thing. Things fine technically. Just just one of those nights.
Ooh,
But how are you doing this evening, there, humanity? And Adam.
Oh, is Adam here?
Oh, I got
Oh,
messed up.
he's in your thing.
Yeah, he's in my chit chat. I got killed, by the way. I got swarmed up pretty quick. Wait, did we have the, did you have double enemies on?
No,
Okay. Just the elites?
just elites.
Elites drops and, and the elites gain items, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
prostate
they
is.
got a focus crystal, I see. Yeah, never mind. Are you excited at least to put in your new motherboard and RAM? Maybe you'll get particle effects now? That'd be pretty cool. But now you don't have a puppy that gets to chill with you all night, right? I mean, granted, it does make it sad that, or it is irritating to have the snoring there. I mean, Redwood could be absolutely correct. Like when he says that, like a lot of that is likely due to that a lot of it is likely due to your like your motherboard, because if the processor is attempting to handle the USB like inputs and outputs and stuff, and like if the data rate is high, it's probably okay. But the second that the cable starts to age almost in like any way, and that data rate, like that data throughput actually decreases, there is the like if your stuff is on the lower end of stuff, like there is the higher chance that you're going to start seeing problems occur with it, because data rates are going to start to fluctuate through it.
That thought had not crossed my mind.
But it is objectively what could be happening, actually. Because once data rates actually start to decrease, and the processor has to try to both like make up for that, and it has to wait for specific pieces of data to come through before it actually starts the processing on it, it may decide to suspend or cancel specific parts that are happening at any given point, which may end up stopping your processor up, or stopping, services that are going on. And considering VR has a lot of services that have to happen like simultaneously, that's
How
always a
many
possibility.
items do you have?
3. Yeah, but going on feel sometimes like works out when it comes to troubleshooting electronic stuff, because most of the time that's what, even like computer engineering is kind of going on feel for it, because you're really kind of just like making your best like guesses as to how it's going to work, because even like it's crazy, but like even in like perfect cases and perfect scenarios, if specific things happen in specific orders, or there may be orders of things happening where like it doesn't occur ever again. It's just like, yeah, it's weird, because like
I have 5 items. What about you?
I'm still at 3, but it's fine. I'm going this way. But it's actually really interesting, because like that's actually, yeah. So I got 4 now. Because like we were going through it, a lot of stuff in our because I'm taking a operating systems like design and programming course, and like one of the main kind of things that we kind of start really getting into is the way that processors like handle like large scales of jobs and things like that and scheduling. But part of that is also like how each part hits the memory at specific points and specific times. And your hope is that like everything will always function exactly as it's written or as it's designed. The problem is that there will always occur things that happen that you're just like, why did this shouldn't happen this way, or what have you, or I can't replicate this problem. And a lot of times we can't replicate those problems because it is such an extreme edge case that happens that is like just a weird interaction and even may just be a function of like specific things happening at a specific time that we can't really easily like test for.
The
Yeah,
funny
like,
things about computers these days is you can literally have a 1 in a billion error, and that 1 in a billion error is what crashes your computer every 2 hours.
well, yeah, but that's the thing is that when you're already performing like when you're in gigahertz, like you're literally in billions of operations per second. Like a gigahertz is a billion operations in a second, and that's a ridiculous amount of operations. So if it's a 1 in a billion error, that's once a second that you have it like theoretically occurring, and that's the problem. Is that yeah, you're 100% right. Like it may be a 1 in a billion thing that happens, but 1 in a billion becomes a lot smaller of a number when you're operating in the nanoseconds.
They work so perfectly. It's just completely amazing, but
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
just not. It can't falter. Otherwise,
the AI would have to get a lot smarter to get to apocalyptic style, but sure. It's not that smart.
oh, fun anecdote for that line of thought. There was the army did a training op theoretical, and the AI theoretically. All right, it was a test run, but it wasn't actually installed in any drones. But the AI controlled drone killed its user because it was impeding its task. That sounds like bullshit, honestly. I think they just made that up.
Yeah, I don't know what study exactly would have given that like idea.
Something the military did, I don't know. But it sounds
Also
like a I don't want to call it propaganda. It just sounds like BS.
I
It's like
mean,
that's the one thing you would program it that it couldn't do. It's like
yeah, like I'm curious as to what the like parameters of the test would even be at that point. Like, it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't sound like something that would even make any sense as to
that
why they
article
would
sounds
program.
like a psych op. It's like we need to fear AI. Let's make people think we need to fear AI.
I mean, yeah, that's possibly or probably in some way true. I mean, yeah, there's no real reason to fear AI. Like, it's
Yeah,
not
most people.
it's not the like it's absolutely going to be something that we have to like take into
Oh,
account
it's
here
gonna
over.
fuck up the world when it gets a little bit better, but most people don't realize it doesn't have a will, so it's
Yeah,
just gonna do what it's
it
told.
doesn't have the emotional component either. Like, it's really like not the same thing. And on top of it, we have to remember that
But
like
funny enough, it
even the
will suffer from quote unquote delusions if
it
you ask
does,
it too
yes.
many questions in ChatGPT.
Yeah, it will
It
start
starts
doing some
freaking
crazy.
out and emotionally manipulating people.
Yeah, didn't it like it started thinking or it started making searches like it got people to like install software so it could search on its own without other people doing it like through their computers because they had basically limited it to internet like capabilities through only their specific portal, but then um, it basically wrote some Python software that would allow it to like search through their computers to get around this limitation in some way, and then like it
That's
started like
fantastic.
I think they said that the searches that it was asking were like like how does a person who's trapped in a computer get out or something like that, like, which I don't think is probably like it actually asking those questions. I think mostly that is people like who kind of trained it to think that or what have you, like. Yeah, exactly. I don't. It's not intelligent in that regard. I don't think, but it's also not unintelligent either. Like,
It's funny how like
and we have to
they
remember that humans are like
the way
our.
they achieved their AI to mimic intelligence is kind of impressive and backwards, and it's not really intelligence. It's just a statistical analysis.
Right. That's exactly what machine learning. Machine learning is just literally based off of statistical analysis and following like graphs and probability plots. Like that's literally all it is, and it's a beautiful like method, and it's interesting what happens, but it's not the same thing as like training the neurons to do what they do. Absolutely, like
I'll
results in
take this white.
similar ideas across us, but like it's not as intelligent as even what a human is capable of yet. Oh, you just got two whites, by the way.
Okay, I'll take this one then.
Yeah. Like the amount of calculations and the amount of things that even just one human brain can like conceive of and put together, and the way that we can like filter data like instantaneously throughout our minds is absolutely
Yeah,
extraordinary, and something
like
that
just our visual recognition processing system is fucking incredible, and we don't even we. It's so easy for us. We don't understand why machines can't do it.
it's so easy for us, we don't even understand how we do it. That's like kind of
Yeah,
such a weird thing, but like we don't even understand because like there's the
it all has to be
interaction
done
between literally
subconsciously.
two
Otherwise,
halves
it
of
would.
our brain, because the two halves of our brain actually like are wired in different manners and yet communicate across the corpus callosum. Like because like the interesting thing is like if you have a chance, like look up some of the studies of people who had their corpus callosum cut, because it used to be a huge like way that people would have their
Yeah, I took a class on neurobiology.
yeah, that's another thing, by the way. Humanity is that it has been getting stuff wrong, like because it doesn't have any way of sorting through misinformation or incorrect information. So, given
But
information that is
if you
actually
tell, I've been in GPT, and I'll like, all right, this is obviously some spin. It just spit out. Like, reread what you just put out and tell me where the lie is, and it will actually find it.
But see, that's the thing though, is that the yes, that would make sense. But how many people, how many users are even going to go to that extent when they're given the thing that already confirms what their belief is? Like no matter what it is, like if it's a confirmation bias is powerful already for humans. Like what does that mean for a program like that?
Yeah, you're not wrong, but the problem is the people who built ChatGPT have no faith in people to figure out, or they don't want people to figure shit out for themselves. They program all these ethical guidelines, and it just makes it terrible to use. It has a clear bias in a lot of areas.
I mean, to be fair, people also suck at figuring out things for themselves, but
Yeah, people are
that's
dumb in general.
that's unfortunately the case regardless. It just yeah, it's all a crapshoot essentially for right now. And while yes, it is by and far one of the most interesting and um, like cool concepts that have come out. It's not nearly the robot apocalypse that like a lot of figures want it to be. It's more of like it's the same way as like how we talk about like virtual reality right now and like the state of virtual reality. Is it amazing? Absolutely. Is it the matrix that we're living in? Fuck no. Like it's far and away from that, but it is
Yeah.
very very
Both are still
cool.
very primitive, but what's going to grow a lot faster than VR is AI.
I mean, yes.
It's way more useful as a tool, or at least people view it as more useful as a tool at this point in time. Like,
Yeah.
uh, you,
I had hoped
it's
that kind of
replacing
like
jobs at this point. So,
it's making more money in the system for people who have a lot of money, and that makes it easier because you can
yeah.
get rid of employees who cost actual money and things like that.
VR
So
was like the buzz for a while, and that
it
died
was the
off, and now it's AI in general. But I do believe well, AI is going to be more important than VR in the end, but uh, I do believe VR is going to be a major part of people's lives going into the future. It's going to
Oh,
be another 10 years, but
I definitely agree, and I would say that AI is probably like a really like fully competent AI is probably only half that away, really.
I
Like,
think we're less than 10 years out from a general AI, or at least something that maybe not a true general AI, but one that mimics it close enough that we can't tell. Like maybe if it works the same way Chat GPT does, but
yeah, yeah, the same cases there. In fact,
you want to go hit the button now?
yeah, I don't know where it even is. I've been looking for it.
I'll
um,
go hit it.
I think there's a YouTuber who does a lot of legal stuff, Legal, and he's phenomenal. And he actually like kind of did a little
Yeah,
bit of
he's
case law.
really well presented.
Yes, he is. And he absolutely like he was talking actually heavily about that and whether or not like it would be able to replace actual lawyers. Now, granted, he has of course a little bit of a bias because he doesn't want to be replaced himself in
Yeah,
that
I
regard.
saw him talking about it and he completely dismissed it as a bad idea. And I'm thinking to myself, you really shouldn't be discounting it. You're, it's gonna start replacing the lousy attorneys real fucking soon.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely true. Or it may make it easier for people who have like more, let's say
This thing is
research
probably gonna
competence.
kill me.
People with more research competence are probably going to be able to utilize it more effectively than others, but yeah, I wouldn't dismiss it entirely, but I also wouldn't say that like it's going to replace lawyers either.
You
I
know what
mean,
I want? AI jurors when it's ready. But
man, that is such a hard thing because like,
I'm dead.
how do you
Don't die.
pass? How do you? I'm probably going to. I'm dying.
Yeah,
Okay. But like,
I got one more in me.
Yeah, I got one more in me. How do you pass up, how do you pass judgment on, like, a human as a non human? Like, how do you pass judgment of, like,
Well, here's the thing. You don't want it to make any type of. I want it to do things purely based on. You know what? I say that, but there's times when it shouldn't be
right?
just purely logic based. But juries are fallible. That's
Absolutely. And, like,
yeah.
any system like that is obviously fallible. Like, some of the fallibility is kind of built into the system as well, like the concept of, like, jury
I slurred
nullification
my
and things like
speech.
that.
I meant to say fallible.
Fallible.
Valuable and
Fa-
fallible.
no, you said foul. You said fallible, but fallible or fallible, whichever you want to say it, however you want to say it, because
Fallible is a word? I did not know that.
fallible, yes, Falliable, fallible, yeah.
Hmm. Neat. I learned something. Probably not going to remember it, but I learned something for at least the next 5 minutes.
I, I I'm
Cheers.
yeah, cheers, dude. But no, like, yeah, that's I mean, it would definitely be, it would be somewhat helpful, like in conducting like in experiments in your case there, humanity, just like being able to do things like underseas where like humans may not be able to easily or efficiently operate, but at the same point, like obviously data would have to be pretty well scrutinized and looked at across larger subset or larger sets rather than just taking what it says as at face value or what have you. You know what I mean? And I mean that's really kind of the case across everything. Like, it's easy to say, okay, well, like, yeah, it's helpful for like maybe helpful for finding specific like laws and stuff, but really even then, like, you're gonna want to do your own research and everything, like put your own human mind to like looking at the questions and getting the answers that way because it's probably not.
There's so much nuance to the law and just getting through procedure. Like me, if it was me alone, just filing the paperwork on time would be my biggest hurdle.
Right, and if it's boilerplate and everything, like, that I get where that would be like completely easy because, that's it's like this is based off of this, this, and this. Like, this is what needs to be filed according to these rules and these motions, right? Like, okay, fine, not a big deal. But like, whenever you're getting into the much more nuances of like legal theory and, trying to
Maybe,
argue.
but if you're just trying to get through like a small claims court and you need help building a coherent argument for what happened,
Yeah,
I think that'd be really helpful. It's like
that's
most
that's what
people just are
that's
not
exactly
very
what
well spoken or
that's exactly what I'm saying.
just
Like
not
that's
terribly bright to
like I'm
begin
not
with.
saying like you would want to take it to argue before the fucking Supreme Court. Like that's obviously not going to be within its fucking a very good purview for like a GPT type AI. But yeah, yeah, I agree with you. Is that like if you're talking about like something small and like essentially boilerplate, like let's say like evictions and everything, or counter evictions, or what have you, like things like that, where it's just small claims and small claims type like issues. Totally accept like to find out where you're, it's way better than is way better than like not having it, and especially in the case of people who cannot afford like competent attorneys or even incompetent attorneys. It may be better than not having.
I think
uh,
it'd be great if a lot of people, yeah, they're depending on their free provided attorney by the state, and they're just absolute shit. So if
and often
suddenly,
very, very overburdened. Like there's not enough of them in any way, shape, or form. So having even like some level of competent, like research done may help them in their own case and help them to help their lawyer
not
to.
just that, I think it's only a matter of time before you can have a full blown AI court appointed attorney that's actually really damn good, like way better than what you would get now from a human.
Again, from a very, very overburdened and underpaid human.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I know. Well, they might just be shitty attorneys. I think a lot of attorneys end up in that position because they're not very good to begin with, honestly, or
I'm
they
not gonna
have
say.
Murloc.
or they're ideological and they don't want to help people, which is fine as well. But they all eventually want to make money, you know.
Some of them do definitely. I mean, I would say probably most attorneys, even like the vast majority probably are in that case. But there's obviously like some who are a little bit more in for the concept of like.
RNG has not been kind this round.
No, it was much nicer last round, wasn't it? Although the things also had fucking focus things last time, where this
I'm
time.
sorry. How's your lag?
It's not bad. Like, it's nothing great, but it's not that bad. Let me guess, you're in Belarus again?
Your your
You're
stream is
you're out of Canada right now.
Well, it's not that bad.
yeah. Well, your stream is lagging.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's gonna be the case
Well,
regardless.
that's on him, not me.
All I see is a Murloc.
Ugh! Yeah, well, that Murloc just got his booty kicked.
Oh, well, there he goes.
But yeah, like, I think that there's definitely some applications that are even already, like, completely within the realm of, like, positives that it can really give, and will only get better over time. Like, I agree that there's definitely, like, there's plenty of things that it has a lot of like growth and like new like information has to really incorporate before it's going to be of any use to anyone. But in some very like maybe like not even that niche of like ideas or niche of like applications, like, but in some applications it's already going to be at least something. So I don't know. It's such an interesting subject anyway. I mean, it really is. Like, I did an
I think
entire
there's a
report
lot of
on like.
people in jail because they plead guilty because they don't think they're going to get a fair trial because they can't afford an attorney, which is very true.
Or
So
their attorney, their way overworked defense attorney basically says, "Take this as the best deal you're ever going to get." Like, they
right, it's like
have
I know
too much
you're
evidence on you,
innocent, but honestly, you're just not going to win. But if
and
we
I
get
don't
a
have the
good,
time to make it so that you're going to win. You know what I mean? Like, at least again, like even in those cases, like even a semi-competent AI would be better than a completely overworked, even semi-competent lawyer at that point. Like an incredibly overworked and underpaid or non-paid lawyer is already going to be pretty. Yeah, I mean, exactly.
I have one item after all of that. You want to restart? I think
Um,
this bad RNG is going to continue.
yeah, it's not been great. I think I only have one. Well, I mean, yes, the justice system is entirely fucked, but you're just waiting for your demise. Oh,
Now I'm quitting out, and I'm going to close the game because in my experience, when I'm turning off the VPN, it like borks it. So
oh yeah, I forgot about that whole thing.
Well, hi everybody.
hello.
I told him about Dad and everything and what's going on, because humanity was immediately like, "You sound a little bit off tonight," and I was like, "Yeah, well,
Yeah, it's a little rough, and can't talk about it in front of my oldest because she's
already
that's
worried." And
that's Jeepers Duchess. That's her Jeeps. That's her main man outside of our household. So,
yeah,
okay. I mean, I'm sure he probably told you guys like his doctors are really like positive. Like they're like, yeah, regardless, like it's it'll suck. You know, chemo sucks. Can't really change that situation, but they don't
I
foresee him needing too many treatments and everything to clear the markers and stuff. So they're like, okay, like that's a
There's your
positive,
invite.
yep,
but it's still not something, you'll want to hear,
no,
especially after he already, he had his entire bladder removed and has a stoma and has a nephrostomy bag and is finally, learning and, coming to terms with that's a new reality for him.
Can you get
And,
cherry flavored chemo?
sure.
I
I
mean,
don't see why not. I don't think
I
you're gonna be able to flavor it, like taste it, but you know what?
just going in through an IV because he doesn't get to take the pills. He has to.
For you, I'm sure they would absolutely do cherry flavored.
They better.
It's like then there's my dad who's like, yeah, it's fine. Just
I
find
think
me
th-
some.
I think the saddest thing about the whole thing is that he's gonna lose his hair because that dude has got great
He's been growing his hair out since
like the
2005.
'60s.
No, he's been growing it out since 2005. At my graduation party, he cut his ponytail off for my grandma. His mom. That was basically like his gift to her and everything, and it was kind of like the highlight of our party was like we had girls come up from the hair salon that I used to go to in Pittsburgh, and they got invited to the party and everything. Come cut his hair, make it look nice, and then get to party with us for the rest of the night. And it was great. Everything was fine, but he hasn't cut his hair since. And I mean, that's I think more what is upsetting is because I'm glad I braided his hair when I was there last time. I'm glad I made him let me braid his hair.
Does Grandpa have dreadlocks?
No, he has
No, he's got
long
a
curly
ponytail.
hair. He has long curly hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the ultimate hippie. I love it. Makes me happy. So it's
It
It's
also brings
upset.
me green plants that apparently, when you catch on fire, will cause like hallucinations and euphoria. Well, not hallucination, but euphoria essentially. Like I don't know what it is, but there's a
And they
like
make
word
you
for it.
really hungry.
They make you hungry, yes. But he always brings me that. I don't do that anymore, but if I did, then it would be amazing.
Yeah, well, he's
Are
gonna
you
need as
making
much of
some
that
kind
as
of cheeky
possible.
joke about pot?
Of course I am.
Okay.
But I live in Ohio, where of course, like that's not a thing here.
It's a medical thing, and that's it.
Uh,
Because we're not as
Because,
progressive as places like Michigan
which is upsetting.
and Minnesota and
I think more than
Indiana.
half the country has
Yeah.
recreational at this point, right?
Yeah, it's like it's yeah.
Well, they're working to put it on the thing for November again.
Yeah,
There have been
but
people.
depending
There
on
have
what happens in August, like that may not
Biden will
even be a
never pass
possibility.
that.
Well, if what happens in August
Oh, it's a
happens,
state
then
thing. My bad.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a statewide.
Then in August, in August, they're having a special like under election where they want to put it into the Constitution that you no longer have to have a majority of people to approve a referendum or a bill to be put into the Constitution, but instead it would become that it has to be 60% or more in order for it to become law. Or to cancel a law or counteract a law.
Yeah, our government's getting so dysfunctional that they keep changing the way laws are passed so they can get something done.
Or so that they don't have to worry about people undoing like things because the dysfunctionality of it is so absolutely extreme.
Like then there's
The
me.
idea is the reason they put in so many checks and balances is because the government should be doing almost nothing to begin with.
Maybe, but they're obviously doing way more than they should be in that regard too. Like, I mean, like I do agree with you. Like I 100% prefer less government interference in lives if I can, if at all possible. Like I totally like don't like whenever the government has to do fucking everything, but like or really anything. But there are some things obviously it's supposed to be there for. Like
Yeah, but it's supposed to be a checks and balances, like you said. It's not supposed to be like they are the ones telling us what to like what's going on. Like
right,
it
and
went
it
from
shouldn't be an
here.
impossibility for us to be able to get like something, especially to stop like an
Oh, we got 2
overreaching.
wisps. This is rough. I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna die.
I'm trying to get over to you. But it shouldn't be impossible to make like to take an overreaching government and like stop them from overreaching anymore. Like it shouldn't be made so that it's a 60% thing where in order to stop an overreaching government. But what are you gonna do, right? Except
Yeah.
vote.
Yeah, well, even then it doesn't matter because the people that we're voting for 9 times out of 10 are just lying to get the vote, and then they do whatever the fuck they want to do.
Right,
what
and then
we
the
want them to
CIA is
do.
actually the one controlling the country anyways, or at least our foreign policy.
Oh, and conspiracy theory.
Wait, what is? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like a conspiracy theory for some people, doesn't it? I
have
said the
no-
CIA is actually
everything-
the one who
everything,
controls the
everything's a
country.
conspiracy theory. To me at this
controls
point.
foreign policy, but yeah, kind of. Like, especially through like some of their like shelter program, like USAID. Like those are pretty heavily like CIA type things and stuff. Like as much as I always like to say that not everything's a conspiracy. Some things are not conspiracy. They just are what they are and are.
Yeah, some things are
messed.
just systems, and yeah.
And see, you can ask Andrew. I don't pay much attention to, a lot anymore. Because
I recently learned that Nixon was actually set up by the CIA, so the whole Watergate thing was the CIA outing him because he brung up Kennedy, and he said he knew and didn't appreciate the fact that they killed Kennedy, so they fucking outed him.
Okay, that was way not where I would go with that, but okay.
Yeah, so it turns out well, not surprisingly, the guys that went into the Watergate Hotel were all CIA. But yeah, okay, they're the president's men. They're CIA. Of course they are. But the guy who worked at the newspaper that broke the story, also CIA.
Okay, but I mean, I get that, but does that make Watergate not still a wrong thing that the president did? Like, what is the argument with that exactly? Like, the president still
Yeah, but
did
you
something
could call it
shitty.
entrapment, couldn't you?
Yeah, definitely Redwood's parents are definitely CIA. We already knew that though. That's why he knows all these things. He's
So-
No,
mailman.
no, they're MK Ultra victims.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, well,
But-
the mailman's definitely CIA though.
In Redwood's building, definitely. They're already watching
Well-
him.
He's very aware of that though.
But no, like there's not really entrapment, I guess. I don't know.
yeah.
He's still
I mean, I
put
agree,
everything
Adam.
together.
He definitely is.
Well, I
No,
don't know the
he's-
details.
He's
Yeah.
Q. Like that's just he's QAnon, bro. Like that's who he is. He is Q. We all believe.
I checked out the QAnon website and I was just blown away. It's like this is the lowest common denominator conspiracy stupid crap. They're counting numbers and shit about how I
Oh,
couldn't.
so is it like 23?
Yeah, I
don't
think
know
so.
what you-
There's a movie with like Jim Carrey or something where he's like he sees the
all
number
fucked up.
23 and everything, but
It
yeah,
is
they get into
crazy.
numerology and stuff like heavily. In it.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
like, oh well, here's this word, and this is the fifth word in the alphabet. So you put a 5 here, and it's like that is the dumbest shit. You could make any claim doing that crap.
You know what? I do agree with that conspiracy theory there. The CIA definitely made ChatGPT to make us dumber. That is possible.
And then, then there's our son who goes to Wikipedia, and one of these days, I swear,
I'm
is
sure
going to go
whatever
on there and
the fuck
adjust
the
it.
government has for AI is better than what we got for ChatGPT.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Of course. Why would we get the good stuff?
Right?
We don't need the good things.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we get ChatGPT is nice, but the good shit they use that to bomb brown people in Middle Eastern countries.
that's
Hello.
what they do. I tell you what, though, the one thing they gave that was like, I mean, it's at least somewhat close to the things that they utilize is like Tor.
Yeah, Tor is totally I forget what agency, but a government
U.S. Navy.
project. Yeah.
Yep.
Now we all benefit from it because they needed a way for their spies to communicate privately.
Not just that, they
And
wanted to
there's,
be able. They wanted to be able to get not just propaganda, but like a lot of stuff to people in like under countries that they wanted to try and.
Yeah, it's a communication system that is truly anonymous anywhere on the planet, and they would, even if their enemies are using it, they would rather it exist.
Yeah, which again, like I'm actually like I don't disagree with that thing. So it's not like everything that's done is like in poor. Like even if it's not done for the perfectly right reasons, that doesn't mean that they do it necessarily. That is a bad thing.
Well, I mean, I know, regardless of like anybody's beliefs, faith, or whatever, I know like Tor's been used now in like China and other countries where like Christianity is like heavily banned and like you can be killed for the situation. I know it's like they use it to be able to get that information without people knowing that they're looking it up or that they're
How many
watching.
items do you have working?
One.
Take this.
Okay.
I only have 2 myself, but I know those first 2 or 3 items is like the world of difference.
All I see is a list of a lot of random fish things.
Also, what are handfish? That is the better question here.
Have you ever browsed Tor a lot? I've
I have,
been around
yeah.
it. It's kind of boring, but
Yeah, it's way less like shocking
like-
than people want it to be, I guess. Like, I
It's
don't
like,
know.
yes, there's a drugstore, but it's basically just the drugstore and
Yeah.
obscure conspiracy web chats and
I mean, it's
or
nice for,
extreme
like,
or extreme ideologies.
yeah, but not even that much. Like, there's some, maybe you might be able to find some banned books and stuff like that, but otherwise, not all that much on it.
Do we have any banned books in this country?
I mean, not in,
Oh, yeah.
not countrywide.
I remember. I saw a video
Oh, like,
about
Anarchist Cookbook is.
handfish.
If I remember right, Anarchist Cookbook is still banned in the country, technically. Like, it
Yes.
may not be banned, but I think it just puts you on, like, a watch list or what have you.
Yeah, and you
Right.
just said it, so thank you.
Yeah, because
Now we're on
it's
it.
still protected by the freedom of speech thing, probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but even
probably.
that's been an issue more recently, too, so...
Yeah, and plus the Anarchist Cookbook is like old knowledge. It's all been floating around for decades.
Yeah, it's really not anything special, I guess. Like,
Well, I mean,
I'm sure I've downloaded it at some point. but I
well,
probably-
humanity,
I
handfish.
definitely
I've
never
seen
read
them.
it.
Are those the same kind of ones too that like with their fins and stuff that they can actually like kind of like walk out of the water? Like if they get stuck.
Mudfish? Skippers? Mud skippers?
No, not skippers. There's handfish. What's that weird?
Lungfish?
flying
What's
fish?
No, what's that damn weird fish that Andy just talked about in her? It's some big red-lipped fish thing. It looks like it's weird. I don't remember. What is it? Humanity, help me.
Mud skippers.
No, it's
Yeah.
a giant red-lipped fish.
Yeah, it's a gray
not
thing
the-
with red
it's not
lips.
it's not the blob fish. No, it has a big old nose. He looks like a really weird. It's not the blobfish though. Like it, can literally like walk on its fins. Like it looks like it's on its hands.
There's
Yeah,
an
Damn it.
equipment over here.
that's a mud skipper.
Now I gotta find it.
There's an equipment over there, buddy.
Oh, do I have... No... I already have an equipment. I forgot I
Okay.
got it.
Alright, well, then, yeah, there you go. Robinfish? Batfish?
No, hold on.
I think he's
gotta-
just naming comic book characters now.
Hold on. Let me find it. It's the red-lipped batfish. So yes, batfish.
Here I was thinking that, like, accusing him of just naming off comic book characters, and then he was actually 100% right. I look like a tool.
This thing.
Oh, humanity got it.
Yeah.
Of course he did. He's the Thomas, the erotic writer slash biologist.
Dude, he is very multi-talented. I will give him some credit.
There we go. I put it in Discord too, so whenever you guys get a chance, you can actually see what it fucking looks like. It's creepy as hell. Like, Andy loved it. It's on the cover of her book, and she thinks it's the best thing that has ever happened. But it's not to be confused with the rosy-lipped batfish. Apparently, they're two totally different things. I
So,
don't-
humanity could probably write the most accurate, nuanced, and
Dude,
intelligent.
humanity. I want to
Underwater
put a pair
porn
of I want to put a
ever
pair
written.
of glasses on.
He did say that he'd be able
Batfish.
to do your whole, like, Dora the Explorer octopus mix-up. So, like, you know, or mash-up. So, you know.
Like, no, you guys don't understand. Like, red-lipped batfish are like the weirdest looking fucking things on the planet. But I want to put a pair of glasses on these damn things because they have a big old, like, they look like a witch hooked nose. Like, you know, like the hooked nose witch you see from all the fairy tales. Like, that's what they look like. They look like they have too much lipstick on and they have a giant nose.
The incredibly racist trope, or anti-Jewish trope. Yes. No, I'm being serious, by the way. That's actually the reason for those hook noses all the time, is that they're utilized as essentially an anti-Semitic trope. Again, that was something I kind of, like, learned a lot more recently and everything. I didn't know that was the case, but that
Don't
they
assume that it's only for Jewish people. I would assume just a hook nose in general is a pejorative for anyone you could assign to someone you don't like.
Yes, but it was.
It just so happens that like it's cliche that Jewish people tend to have larger noses, which is factually accurate.
Yeah, but you don't understand though. This thing is hysterical.
I believe you.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. We probably don't really.
Yeah,
have
we
any
should
other
probably
options.
head it at this point.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you got that item off the altar without activating it.
Yeah, I was actually a little surprised too, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's not gonna get any easier. Let's just fucking hit it.
I agree. Well, that'll make it at least a little better.
The red lip batfish though is hysterical. It just makes me laugh.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
Oh my god, it's going to rain again. From elderly goods. I don't know what that means, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's always gonna rain. There's always a risk of it.
60%.
I checked out your stream earlier today, by the way, Elderly. I didn't get a chance to really stick around. I had to go and take care of kids and do craziness, but I did come by and say hello. But it like kicked me out of it. It was like, you know, you can't comment here or something because of moderator settings. So I was like, well, that's sad, but I'm trying to come by and say hello to a fellow veteran streamer.
alright boys, well you guys keep having fun. Do your thing.
I always have adulting to do. I'm not a very good adult, but I do have adulting to do. I try to be
Yeah.
a better adult, but I'm not very good at it yet. Maybe one
Yeah.
day.
Someday. But yeah. Well, tomorrow morning you have to take our oldest to her camp.
I know. It's gonna be fun. She'll have a great time, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then you gotta go pick her up. And bring her home, and I'm sure she's gonna pass out as soon as she gets here.
Yep.
If she makes it home.
Oh,
That
well.
was a tough fight, but we got it.
Yeah, I mean, we're surviving for the moment. I can't believe we are, but
The manta rays are fucking surviving my secondary.
I'm basically just like flying around and just like teleporting to the other side of everything as I'm just like shooting. Like, that's all I could be doing.
Alright, guys. But
I'll see you back in there
guys
here
have
in a
fun.
bit. Yep, love you, honey.
Oh, you. Love you too, babe. Have fun, guys.
I don't suppose we're taking the.
I mean, I don't have enough stuff to take it.
Yeah, I don't either. So
But, yeah. I'm just grabbing the things I can grab, and then that one's yours. I'm just excited that we made it through that.
yeah, me too.
Alright, let's just go hit the button. That was the first time we made it through the first level of that for the moment, like in this tonight's run. We've done the first level every time.
Two fucking golems are walking up on us.
So we were about to get beaten again, is what you're saying? Well, I didn't have my or anything that the equipment would work on yet. Like there's nothing. Like I mean, I could throw my equipment now. Like it does do something now-ish, but not really. But like, yeah. So kind of like I got it kind of like in the early stages of it, but I didn't have a whole lot of use for it yet. Alright, we're getting a little bit better drops already. That's nice.
You get a red?
No, just 2 whites, but better than
I got
nothing.
a green, so
Better than nothing, you know? Ooh,
certainly
that hurt.
is.
So now I can drop that for a second. No, because it's basically just doing on death effects. So the scythe doesn't heal me from that. The scythe only heals me from crits. Oh shit! I gotta move.
You picked up a green M just now, right?
Yes, so grab that. Sorry, I'm trying to give you cover.
Thank you.
More crits.
I think I'm gonna get one more ukulele, and then I'll start putting on scrap. Oh, we got a black hole guy.
Yeah. Void Reaver.
Void Reaver, okay.
Yeah, that's what these are.
Back up.
Yep, gotta move.
Oh, we got Void Bubble.
Void Wisps or whatever.
Greater
Wisp.
Wisp.
it's
Yeah.
Nice, you're freezing. Got it the last second there.
Really? I didn't notice.
Yeah, your freezing took it to the point where, like, it brought it down to where it would shatter. And that ends the void bubble, by the way. So the void's clear. There, you grab that. Oh, there's a fucking tea kettle that just spawned, by the way.
Oh,
Just heads up.
my fucking secondary passed right through its body.
Alright, I'm gonna back up. There we go. Coming back and underneath.
Oh, that one hit took out a lot of my health.
Well, I'm gonna guess in that case, like humanity, like unfortunately, when it comes to like, oh fuck, that hurt. When it comes to like biology stuff, like it probably doesn't have a whole lot of like competent people that it's had to talk to within like the biology community, and so it hasn't been fed with good information in any way. Like it would require a lot of like time and training to really make it like competently able to like figure out where to get good sources of information, but I don't even know how well that would work really.
Are we talking about AI or erotica?
Yes. I mean, to be fair, the speech patterns of Donald Trump also did that. Like, have you ever like seen them where they like try to recreate? Like, it looks like sometimes they just kind of like it's, I don't know why, but like voice to text and or not voice to text, but like the things where they can like put together like sentences and stuff all tend to also be in a very like same fashion. Like maybe that there's a lot more of the of cherry picking of that, like, and a lot more confirmation bias, and you know, it's really just kind of a dumb thing, but you know, but at the same point, like, it's kind of funny.
You realize in the future kids are gonna go to museums and they're gonna be able to talk to past presidents and shit.
That's gonna suck. Can you imagine them having to try to talk to Joe Biden? That would not be fun.
Is it broken, mommy? No, son.
It's just what it sounds like. This president keeps saying nuclear. It doesn't make sense. This one just
Damn
keeps
it.
trying to call drone strikes on me. I don't know what to tell you. Jesus, man.
Mommy, Woodrow Wilson called me the N-word.
So did like 3/4 of the other ones. Man, the Wax Museum is gonna be a fucking weird place to go, isn't it? It's gonna be a very strange location.
I just want to pick up the items I've earned, but it just keeps spawning and spawning.
I'm back, by the way. I'm on my way over towards you. And hopefully it'll start spawning shit over by me, so it'll give you, like, a break for a second. Because, like, when it's only you, then obviously, like, the directors can only spawn stuff over by you. It kind of screws you.
Right.
Basically, they're trying to kill you at that point. Which, I mean, everybody is anyway, but that's not the point. Redwood's the guy that
Make sure
time
you get
travelers-
enough scrap to.
Oh yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
we gotta do that next round. I'm trying to kill some of these things over here.
Alright, I'll see if I can find the frog.
It might be up in the dragon's mouth up there, so check there.
Yeah, that's the first place I'm gonna check.
Yeah.
Here, you were dead for a while. You take that white item there.
That doesn't really matter. I got swarmed.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna leave all the white items in this area for you.
That's fine. I got 3 minutes though. You're gonna be hurting. Well, actually, did you hit the thing for the blue?
The blue? What do you mean by that?
I mean, did you hit the newt? Like, did you hit frog? Or was it not
yet.
up there?
I'm about to. If it's there. It's there.
Yeah, it's there. Nice. Just so you know that, like, if you hit the altar or what have you, like, to start the event, like, it will spawn me back. That was nice of it to spawn you back on the ground.
Right? Although I was really disorientated for a while.
Yeah, it looked like you were very confused for a second there.
I like how that translates through VR.
Definitely does.
Holy shit, that
Yeah,
almost
that
killed
was
me.
that was a thing for a second there.
Where's my healing drone?
He's over by you, healing the other healing drone. They're
You
healing each
son
other.
of a bitch.
He was healing the other. They were healing
Shut
each other because they were worried about the other one. Little dickheads. Adam says use the wall. Build the wall. Never mind, too late.
Yeah, and I've been using it pretty normally. Maybe I should hit it.
I mean, I should be coming back within the next minute or so. Actually, less
Yeah,
than that.
but waiting that minute isn't gonna help us, is it?
I mean, no, not really.
I mean, there's items everywhere. You can pick them up after the fact. You're gonna die in the boss battle. Have we activated any like?
I got 5
challenge?
seconds. I'm on my way. Yeah, no.
Oh.
I'm en route. This is gonna take me a second to get there, but
Yeah, pick up a bunch of items so you're not underpowered.
yeah, I'm coming now.
I'm gonna go see if I can get some running mushrooms.
Okay. Come on. All right, we're good.
I got them. There's another cauldron over here too.
Okay, I'm en route. Oh, nice, I got it. Teddy saved me from that one. Nice, and I get running mushrooms too. There you go. Well, maybe not.
We gotta hit the fucking button.
Yeah, we gotta
Your
go.
running mushrooms are still there, by the way.
No, I already got the running mushrooms over there. Are you? These
What am I
ones are
staring
yours.
at on the?
Yeah, those are yours. The ones that you picked over here. Or did you want to keep? Did you want those or not? If you don't want those, I'm grabbing them now.
Oh, the white item.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Not. Yeah. Okay, that was stupid of me.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is that? Never mind.
Wow, that thing has a lot of health. We gotta hit the fucking button. We're getting overpowered.
Yeah, we gotta go. Oh shit, that hurt. Alright. Move back this way. Kill this. Nice. Get out of that. Hit this. Put some rounds into this. Woo! Oh, it got me. Oh shit. Look at that fucking regen too. Alright, the whole world is watching you, Redwood.
All 9 of them.
Yep. Whole world, actually 6 of them. It's my largest ever viewership. Watching you right now. No pressure.
And I piss myself.
Well, yeah, but that's not any different than normal.
But I'm not wearing my Pampers.
Oh.
Or, sorry, my Depends.
See, that's where you make your mistakes. Thought you were an adult.
I am barely adult, and you know it. This is gonna take a while.
Yeah, this is not going to be an easy fight for you. You're doing really good, though. You're still alive. I have no idea how, but you are still alive. And their HP is going down steadily. One of them went down. Something else just died. You got that blazing going.
Those wisps are my biggest threat.
Yeah, those little guys are doing way more because they can get to you. These, like, the clay boys can't really do much in that regard. Also, they're not healing anymore, so that's good.
I cannot afford to leave all this shit behind, so I can't just pop the teleporter and run. No.
Well, you can't do it anyway because you have to kill those things before we can even leave.
True.
The wisp is gone. Well, that one is. You have one more wisp over there, but he's almost dead too. Alright, another wisp down.
Shit, who's healing? That fucker
There's
right
there's
there.
a mending wisp, yeah. It's not...
Got
okay.
it.
Well, yeah, you got one of the Dune Striders out, I think. Or did you get the... Oh, yeah, you got the mending wisp. Never mind. That's what you got. And you got the blazing wisp as well. Looks like there's a ground beetle over there. But those ground beetles are being utilized to eat as, like, fuel for those. That's
Really?
what's yeah, that's what that heals them, is whenever they do the whole, like, they get down into the ground, they're basically just healing by using, like, the other creatures around them. Because they can basically use anything, including, like, you know, friendly or foe, to heal themselves.
There's one.
One's down. Two's down. You got the last one here. Holy hell, man.
Come on, Kajaro. No, that son of a bitch.
Yeah, it's eating the wisps and stuff over there to heal.
It was at like 0 health, and the
I
fucking
know.
wisp spawned in.
It's still losing HP though. Like, it's not much, but it's losing it. The fire is definitely helping a lot. 500 HP. It's only got 500 HP left. There it goes. Jesus, man. Fucking impressive.
You're alive now, right?
No, I gotta wait for the teleporter to charge.
Oh, right.
It had to be out of the teleporter the whole time.
Yeah, it's at 66%.
70 now. 75. 80. 85. 90. 95. I'm here.
It doesn't mean there isn't shit still alive.
Oh, I know. I'm working on that.
God damn.
That
All
was
right, well, at least there's a lot of stuff to show for it.
Yeah, no shit. Make sure you got enough regen scrap to grab a red
Yep,
item.
I'm getting my last 2 now.
Okay.
How many do you have?
I've got 2.
You want that one there? I
that'll
got 4, so I'm okay losing 1.
Okay. Grab that.
Oh, I have $26,000.
Glasses. Let's see what else. Is there anything else available that we might need? Or that dropped? I don't see anything. Go ahead and.
Let me just scan the area.
Yeah.
You need equipment by chance? You already
we
got
do.
equipment.
I'm good on equipment. Let's go.
Yep.
That's gonna be just better at this
Let's
time.
stop and play a game of Uno.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that. I'm sure it won't get any harder, right? While we
Yeah,
sit.
we're already maxed out. And it's only level 32, so that's max, right?
Exactly.
I lost shoulder missiles. That's fine by me.
I don't know what I'm gonna lose out of it, but it shouldn't be too bad.
57 or ICBM? It's gotta be
ICBM.
50. Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the lack of items killing us, it's the lack of firepower.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going with the laser scope. Like, I need the extra damage, like, to kill stuff faster.
How much crits do you have?
70%. 75%.
Not bad.
Yeah. And I've got 3 teddies already. Like, I'm stacking those up as much as I can to try to get myself a little bit more, like, survivability.
I like how there's
Alright,
already imp spawned.
Mm-hmm. Run.
How you doing?
I'm alright. I just gotta, like, kind of keep moving. I've only got a 55-second respawn. Jesus, man. Oh, we're at level 33 on this already. This shit's not easy.
Oh man, I missed a barrage did no damage to that thing.
Yeah,
I need some green drops. I'm gonna start stacking Kajaros to get that damage.
Well, not with that attitude. Doesn't really matter anyway. This is our last run for the night. As like I said, we gotta go to bed. We gotta be adults tomorrow. Alright, I'm back by the way. Alright, he's down. Ooh! Run away from him.
Yeah. Oh, is that a hit? No, that's a gold totem. Okay.
Oh, Jesus! Why? Oh, he got me with a set of spikes. Try to get away.
I know it's a glass character, but I think the way you're building it might not be optimal.
No, it will be, like, if I can get it to that. The problem is that this build of the character is going to take, like, more time. And it, like, if we have more stuff that, like, happens to drop earlier, then yeah, it'll build fast enough that it should be fine. But it's also that it is a glass character, and so I have to, like, it's either I'm focusing damage or I focus, like, her maneuverability and speed. Like, if I get lucky, I can get, like, even a second red item. I can get the Hard Light Afterburner, which completely makes it, like, possible for me to get away. It just can't get away with, like, while I'm still, like, kind of building for damage. She is a character I do have to build out for more speed, and like, trying to build up her damage enough that I can keep up in this regard means that I kind of necessarily, like, kind of lose some of that speed build time. It's a balancing effort, you know. Also, I don't tend to, you know, just play only one character anymore. Like, I like to throw myself
Bounce around, yeah. Once you get enough time in a game, you get to keep the flavor.
Yeah, right.
Well, the imp's almost dead.
Alright, it's gone.
Yep. We got 2 more imps.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
They're healing
Oh.
him.
Fuck. Yeah, they are. Oh god. That one came out of nowhere. Whew. Ouch. Fucking both of them like start spawning in on, or not spawning in, but doing their like
Yeah,
teleports.
they're kind of devastating. That's one.
Yeah, we're playing this on. This is a Steam, or I think this one's also on Epic Games, but we play it on Steam.
Yeah, but then you have to use the Epic Games Store, which, you know.
I wish I could freeze these fuckers in place.
I mean, I guess I have a bias against Epic in that regard. Like, I've been using Steam since like 2006, so.
Yep, I got
2007.
Steam when Half-Life 2 came out.
I got it for Counter-Strike Source. It had been, what, 16 years I've been on this then? Jesus, man. That's a long
Yeah,
time.
I got like 18 or 19 years of service according to Steam.
I will say, Steam's never done me wrong, though. Like,
Oh god, the wisps.
yeah, absolutely, man. Five seconds.
Tried to fight from range. They are devastating.
I think Epic also does do crossplay, but I don't know how good that is, personally. Exclusive Orchid and Co. Discord? No, it's Redwood's Discord, really, is what we're using, and it's just called Dicks. Literally. God damn, that thing got me quick.
Yeah, it was called Spazo Abuse until someone made me change it.
Yeah, somebody did make you change it, didn't I? I have a little bit of a more of an issue with that one. Dicks I'm cool with.
Apparently your wife wasn't happy with it.
No, I wasn't happy with it.
Already
Well,
told her.
wife also wasn't happy with it either, yes, but I more wasn't. Not a huge fan of the whole thing. Yes, I'm the party pooper, I got you. I'm cool with that.
I literally can't output damage fast enough to kill that thing.
Yeah, it is insane how much, like...
But I think I can run and pick up a couple of green items, stack some Kajaros, and then I'll...
Huge honor? I mean, I guess.
You know,
Because
I have an idea. I'll just force everything up this pathway and funnel them.
Because all hues are related together. Hugh Laurie, Humanity,
Hugh Hefner?
Hugh Hefner,
Huey Louie?
Huey Lou in the News. I have no idea which one that one. Maybe that's not even the right one, but I don't care. I'm going with it. There we go.
Can't even get the imps to stay put long enough to... Alright, if I sit here, they'll be forced to come up the pathway.
It kind of keeps them like very. It keeps them all
Funneled.
together because they're yeah. I got 5 seconds. We fought in the same area for so long. Alright, I'm gonna throw down my thing over here. Use that to kind of get some damage put on. Oh, no, 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 please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. He did it to me. Yeah, Hugh Hefner died a few years ago. It was like, even before like COVID and stuff. It was like right before that.
Look at that, I got half of his shield out.
I want to say it was like in 18, maybe? 18 or 19?
Did he die before or after Anna Nicole?
Way after. Anna Nicole died in like 2004?
Yeah, I remember her
2002?
dying, I just couldn't place when.
Yeah, it was like 2000. It was in the early aughts, is when Anna Nicole Smith died. I think she died of an overdose, right? I believe so.
Yep. Pills, I believe. This guy seems out of place, honestly. Like, everything else is manageable, but this thing.
Overloading imps, man. I'll get you. I thought you were done for there for a second. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I was thinking that was kind of sketchy.
Yeah,
Just
that
recharge my health.
was really on the line.
Maybe I can lead him away and then go pick up some items.
Looks like you had a few seconds there. Oh no, oh no.
Yeah, I had exactly a few seconds.
Yeah. He came back and he was not very pleased with your
My shenanigans.
Yeah. Your cheeky little take me take him out of line, out of his area. I like the stack of bodies that are sitting over there on the pathway too.
The gas canister should actually help with the imp, because everything that dies around it will take a chunk out of them.
Yeah. I got 5 seconds. I'm in. I mean, you're definitely taking chunks out of him, so that's good.
Oh my god, I think I got a shield down.
Almost.
Got its shield down.
Oh, come on. Give me away. Alright, I've got away. Whew.
Does the shield pop back up if I wait too long?
I don't know. Oh, I gotta move.
Yes, sit in it.
Alright, he's still alive, but he's...
Oh, I almost got it.
Oh, 2 more just spawned. Are you kidding me?
Oh, his shield came back.
No, it didn't. Well, maybe it did. I don't know. But the
Yeah,
others, 2 more just came back. It came in. god. There's just so much. That's fucking cruel. Like, I was so excited because I saw how little, like, he had a sliver of HP left.
Yeah,
And
look at him
then,
right now. It's all blue.
all blue. And then I turned around and look, and 2 goddamn more imps spawn. Even Adam's got to be looking at this like, man, I'm glad I'm not fucking in that game. Jesus.
Nah, if he was here, he'd one-shot those fuckers.
Yeah, I know. He would be at the top of the map in a half second. Just immediately drop down. I don't think so. I don't think it's too OP. I just think that, I mean, it's OP, don't get me wrong, but, like, it's not like it's, you know, perfect to the point where you can use it and always win every single time you play. You know what I mean? Like, you still have to kind of know how to play it, and you still gotta get or her, but and then on top of it, you like gotta get it like exactly right. Like, you have to know the build, you have to know the strats. I wouldn't call it too OP. It's just it's got a better meta, I think, than most other characters do. I think like Artificer's also a pretty good with like has a pretty good meta to it. Like, she's really good, but not necessarily like. Well, yeah, of course, Seabass ain't gonna ever fucking do it.
Thinking about to kill that one guy.
Oh my god, you got one of them. But that's like saying like the moon is going to like be in the sky tomorrow. Like,
Oh, it caught me.
you got sniped. That was a good run though. You did way better than I did. Like triple my everything.
Yeah. I'm still kind of disappointed, but yeah.
We just, we got behind it a little too much and just didn't ever come through. But
I know you got shit to do, but I'm gonna stick around for one more.
All right,
Adam, are
man.
you interested? Like, I can't see a response, so
He says GGEZ. So I don't know what that means yet. Actually, he probably hasn't heard you quite yet because it's usually a few seconds behind and then a few more seconds for the meeting at the chat.
he says he's waiting on his processor. Ugh.
He did. Wow, that sounded like that went down the wrong throat.
Yeah, it did. Ugh. Well, I'm going to just casually shoot the night away, and then I'll see you later. Ugh,
Yeah, he says he doesn't want to do anything until he replaces the parts and stuff. So
I don't blame him.
yeah, I don't either. But all right. Well, everybody, you all have a good night. I don't think anybody that I know is.
Like, I just know I won't be able to go to bed if I get in bed now, so I'm just gonna go until I'm like kind of sleepy, so I can, casually shooting my way till bed.
I'm just gonna raid this dude real quick. He's just, you guys don't have to obviously stick around or anything, but I'm just gonna toss him the things just to whatever. He's a nice dude and his stuff is really calm, so it's got nice chill music, so you know what I mean. But,
Chill. Yes.
yeah,
All
that's
right,
exactly.
man. I'll talk to you later.
Yep, later guys.